Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to begin with the sixth chapter of physics, that is, flow of heat. In this chapter, we will be learning about various topics such as flow of heat, conduction, convection, and radiation of heat, the mechanism of heat transfer in conduction, convection, and radiation, and how do conduction, convection, and radiation affect us in our daily life. The first topic that we will be coming across is flow of heat. You might have observed that a frying pan becomes hot when kept on a flame. It is because the heat passes from the flame to the utensil. When the pan is removed from the fire, it slowly cools down. But here the question arises that why does it cool down? It cools down because the heat is transferred from the pan to the surroundings. So, in both the cases, the heat flows from hotter object to the colder object. In fact, in all the cases, heat flows from a hotter object to a colder object. Now, let us learn how heat flows. If you want to pass a book to your friend sitting a few desks away from you, you can do it in the following three ways. First, pass the book through the other children sitting between you and your friend. Second, go and hand over the book to your friend yourself. And third, throw the book towards your friend. Similarly, heat can be transferred from one place to another by three different ways. First is conduction, second is convection, and third is radiation. Now, let us learn about conduction with an example. Take an iron rod, fix pins along the length of the rod using wax, heat the one end of the rod. What do we see? As the rod heated up, the wax melts and the pins fall off. You will find that pins nearest to the end being heated fall off first and the farthest pins fall off last. This activity shows that the heat is traveling along the length of a rod from hot end to the cold end. This is called conduction of heat. In the previous chapter, we read that the molecule of a substance start vibrating faster as heat is supplied to it. When one end of the rod is heated, the molecules at that end start vibrating faster. They hit the nearby molecules and make them vibrate. These molecules again hit the neighboring molecules. In this way, the vibration and hence heat gets transferred from the hot end to the cold end. Thus, conduction is the process by which heat is transferred from hotter end to the colder end of an object. In conduction, the molecules themselves do not travel from one end to the another. In this, the molecules start vibrating faster and hit the neighboring molecules. And in this way, the heat gets transferred from the hotter end to the cold end. Heat is transferred from one end to the another by conduction only if the two objects are in contact and second, their temperatures are not the same. Now let us learn the conduction and insulator of heat with an example. Heat water in a small pan or a beaker. Collect some articles such as a steel spoon, plastic scale, pencil, and divider. Dip one end of each of these articles in hot water. Wait for a few minutes. Touch the other end. Now observe which ones become hot and which ones do not. The materials which allow heat to pass through them easily are called conductors of heat. For example, aluminium, iron, and copper. And the material that do not allow heat to pass through them easily are poor conductor of heat, such as plastic and wood. Poor conductors are known as insulator. Now, let us learn uses of good and bad conductor of heat. First, uses of good conductor of heat. We use good conductor of heat wherever we want heat to be transferred fast. For example, cooking utensils are made of metals such as brass or aluminium, which are good conductor of heat. Though silver and copper are the best conductors of heat, cooking utensils are not made of these material as they are expensive. However, these days, cooking utensils with copper bases are available. Next is bad conductor of heat. We use bad conductor of heat wherever we do not want heat to be transferred quickly, or the other place where we do not want heat to be lost or to be gained from the surrounding. Thus, handle of cooking utensils are made of bad conductors of heat, such as wood or plastic. They do not get heated up while cooking and can be easily held comfortable. Similarly, jute and sawdust are bad conductor of heat. We cover ice with a cloth or sawdust to prevent it from gaining heat from the surrounding and melting it. Refrigerators have double wall with the space filled inside with an insulating material because this prevent heat of the surrounding from reaching the inside of the refrigerator. Similarly, during a very cold winter night, two thinner blankets, one on top of the other, are more effective in keeping us warm than one blanket of double the thickness. This is because the layer of air trapped between the thinner blanket gives additional insulation and protection from cold. That's all for today. We will be covering rest of the topic in the next video. Thank you.